I know y'all done heard the experts, the prognosticators, and they've said we ain't got no chance. We 5.5 to 6 point underdogs. But the Cowboys, our boys, can and will win this game if we do a couple things. And it's the same things we've been doing for the past month. And we're going to talk about that in here in just a minute. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's get it.
Two times on the beat, bitch.
What's good, people? It's your boy, Uncle Fred, back in the house, back in the saddle. One more again. It's about 6:05 Central Standard Time on a Sunday evening. Haven't watched a full slate of games on the NFL, saw some interesting things, but we don't care about that right about now. We care about the game that's going to be happening in, say, about an hour and, say, 15 minutes on NBC. 4-1 Dallas Cowboys at the 5-0 Philadelphia Eagles. 7:20 NBC game of the year. Currently now watching the current undercard game of the year, Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. And that's the undercard. This the main event. And Cowboy fans, I don't want y'all to worry, fret, be dismayed, any of that stuff. We can and will win this game, if we do a few things. And it's the same thing. We just kind of just do what we do, and we come and we walk out of Lincoln Financial with a dub. If we just do what we've been doing. Now, if we do uncharacteristic stuff we haven't been doing, things can go helter skelter on us. But if we just do the things we've been doing, we're going to be fine. And you might ask me, what are those things? We're going to talk about them. I'm glad you asked. Here we go. Cowboys can win this game if, number one, we don't turn the ball over. For the past month, the Cowboys have turned the ball over one time in the past 4 weeks. Okay. You know what that one turnover was? A fumble by Dalton Schultz, my favorite player, right? Fumble by Dalton Schultz that almost cost us that Cincinnati game. But luckily, Cooper Rush made a couple of throws, one to Noah Brown, a couple to CeeDee Lamb, and they saved that game, and we won that. He ended up getting hurt a couple of plays after that, but don't turn the ball over, okay? And we had a couple of close misses last week. A couple of times Cooper Rush got blindsided because Tyler Smith missed the block on playing Aaron Donald. And he got blindsided, and one time he fumbled, but Tyler Smith was Johnny on the spot, picked the ball up, and we don't get the turnover there. Okay. And so now we have not turned the ball over. So first of all, we don't turn the ball over. What does that do? That means we don't put our defense in compromising positions. Okay. All right. So, like I said, in the past 4 weeks, we've not turned it over. But in the last month, since the Cincinnati game, we've turned it over one time. Okay. That was that fumble. All right. As long as we do that and not have a strip sack fumble, not throw any interceptions, not any fumbles on kickoff or punt returns, any of that kind of goofy stuff. If we do those things, if we do that and not turn the ball over, because that's the keys to winning any game, is winning the turnover battle. And we won that turnover battle because what not committing turnovers actually does, it makes the team actually have to beat you, and it makes you not beat yourself. Okay. Usually some of those years in past, even last year, we 12-5, but we would turn the ball over sometimes, fumbles and different things. I mean, Dak really wasn't turnover prone. I think he threw 10 picks in 16 games. It's not actually not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. But we got turnover so much last year, so it kind of, they kind of was a wash. I think we was like plus 20 something in turnover margin, something like that. But we aren't getting the turnovers on the same plateau this year. We're just playing sound fundamentally on defense. So it's very important that we don't turn the ball over. So that means nice, clean handoffs, nice, clean throw from a clean pocket. Okay, everybody watching their cues on the offensive lines when they're overloading one side, communicating with your guy next to you. So one guy's not coming through scot-free and catching somebody while they about to cock the ball back and throw it and it gets knocked out. Little things like that. And receivers, when you're running the ball in the open field, kind of keep that thing high and tight. You know what I'm talking about? High and tight. Bottom line, we don't turn the ball over, and that's not a heavy ask because that's what we've been doing for the last month. 1 turnover, and I think we've caused like maybe 3 turnovers. I know we turned over Carson Wentz twice. Turned over Matthew Stafford once, I think. Twice because he had a strip sack fumble. So we turned him over twice. And I think the Giants, I think we got an interception late. I think Diggs got an interception late. And that one, so that got a turnover there. And I think that might have been the only turnover we got in that game. And Cincinnati, I don't think we got any turnovers. And Tampa Bay, I don't remember if we got any turnovers there. So we're not really getting turnovers on. So it's very important that we don't give the ball away. Make the team beat you. Don't beat yourself. That's the same thing go with penalties. Not a whole lot of dumb penalties. Not a whole lot of false starts. It's going to be loud. It's going to be environment. It's going to be a vicious environment. Loud. They're not going to like us. It's not going to be like last week was in SoFi when 3/4 of the fans were Cowboy fans, and Matthew Stafford couldn't hear the signals, and he's signaling to everybody what the play is and whatever. Couldn't hear, it ain't going to be like that in Lincoln Financial, okay? So we got to take care of the football. We got to be sound in our signals and that sort of stuff. And, okay, number 2. The second thing we got to do is we got to stay ahead of the chains, okay? Stay ahead of the chains. So what does that mean? Stay ahead of the chains, meaning that means Kellen Moore got to call a smart game. That means no give up plays on first down, runs that get stuffed in the backfield for 3-yard losses, okay? Putting us behind the chains. Now 2nd and 13. Now the defense can kind of dictate to us what we do. Okay. See, that'll allow us to stay on the field. See, as long as we're in 2nd and manageable and 3rd and manageable, we can stay on the field. Okay. We stay on the field. That means we can move the football, eat up time of possession, shorten the game, and eventually, score points. So what that's going to also mean is that probably, maybe half the time, maybe some play action. First and 10 passes on 1st and 10 on play action, which is going to have the defense sucked in, and we can get those little even flat patterns, with the receivers out at the flat. We can get you 4, 5, 6 yards, put you in 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5. That way you can call what you want to call. You can call another run. You can call a screen play. You can call a rollout pass. You can call whatever you want to play. Call at that point. But we got to stay out of 2nd and long and definitely not 3rd and long. So it's very important that we be smart, read what they're giving us. If they're reading us blitz, check out of those things and call plays that are going to be good against the blitz. And so we don't, 2nd and 13, 2nd and 14 and things like that. Because that's when mistakes happen. Because they come playing their ears back and things happen. So it's very important that we stay ahead of the chains, keep everything on 2nd and medium, 3rd and medium, and where we can make decent conversion rates on those possessions. And I think that'll help us along the way as well. So it's going to be very important we do that. But we've been doing that. Okay, we've been doing that. As a matter of fact, Cooper Rush has only been sacked 5 times in the 4 games. Okay, he got sacked twice last, and so 3 in the other 2 games. Okay, other 3 games. So for the most part, the pocket's been clean. Kellen Moore's called a pretty good game thus far, so I need him to continue to do the exact same thing that he's been doing. Okay, and so if you do what we've been doing, be smart on our play calling, stay ahead of the change. I think we'll be fine. Stay out of 2nd and 13, 14, 15, 3rd and 10 plus, and I think we'll be fine. Third key: make Jalen Hurts a pocket pass and don't let him jump out the window. Okay, what does that mean? That means there's a way that you rush him, but it's maybe a little different than when you rush Matthew Stafford, because they're totally different quarterbacks. Matthew Stafford kind of maybe would move a little bit, but he's very strategic and surgical with those passes. That pass he threw to Tutu Atwell in the first quarter, that 57-yard bomb that he threw, ain't but about 2-3 play quarterbacks in the NFL can put that ball that distance with that pinpoint of accuracy. Okay, not knocking Jalen Hurts because he's got a whole different skill set that's unique only to him, but he can't make that pass. Now, he can get it in the vicinity, in the area code of that play, but not with that pinpoint precise of accuracy. Okay, so that means there's more opportunities for if you're close, if you're not blown by, you can get a pick, you can get a knockdown. Okay, because what I always say, ain't no defense for a perfectly thrown football. Okay, there's not. Okay, if you just throw it where his hands are and you're not, it's this much of inches of opening, and you put that ball snugly in that spot, chances are you're gonna get a completion. So I'm not sure Jalen Hurts is at that point yet where he can be pinpoint accurate. But he's gonna put it in the neighborhood. Okay, and sometimes in the neighborhood, if you play a good close tight defense, ain't close enough. Those get deflected, those get picked. All right. So that's what I want. So, and when we're rushing him, we can't rush beyond him because he'll jump out the window, and next thing you know, he's 15, 20 yards downfield, and we can't have that. Keep him in the pocket, make him a pocket passer, and sack him occasionally if you can get your hands on him. But the boy kind of strong, so you know, squats about 650. So you ain't gonna just wave at him and he go down. So you got to remember that. So eat your Wheaties when you tackle him, okay? And try to remember, the league is on some bull job when it comes to roughing the passer. So let's not hit him a second after the whistle. Let's not do nothing to the head. And if maybe at all points, maybe if you knock him out, help him up. Because we don't want to roughen the passer, wiping out a 3rd and 10 stop. Okay. So if we do that, make Jalen Hurts a pocket passer. Don't let him jump out the window. Make him make surgical throws. I think we'll be fine in that regard. Okay. And then 4, let's not give up quick scores. Okay. Make the Eagles earn it like we've been making everybody else earn it. I mean, I know the Rams had a couple of big plays, but for the last week, the 57-yard Tutu Atwell, then 75-yard Cooper Kupp pass. Those were precision passes, outstanding catches by Cooper Kupp on that one. We called it one-handed, and then he just ran, through the secondary, whatever. But if we apply that same kind of coverage, because Cooper Kupp is better than any receiver that the Eagles have. I like Devontae Smith and I like AJ Brown. They're not Cooper Kupp. They're not as precise as Cooper Kupp. They don't run the entire route tree like that. And they got some athleticism on him. And I love me some Devontae Smith. He's a great route runner too, but he's not Cooper Kupp. All right. And so if we don't give up any quick scores, make them nickel and dime. Make them go 12 plays, 75 yards. Because I guarantee you on a couple of them plays, he's gonna be off on a couple of them plays. Maybe one we can get one. We can get a tip, a pick, or a stop or something like that, or maybe even a strip sack fumble. Because the idea is if you make a team go 10, 11, 12 plays, one of them plays, somebody gonna make a mistake. It may be even a penalty, a false start, or a holding call. That drive is over. Usually a holding call means the drive is over. So we can't give up quick scores. Any one play, 65-yard touchdown, we can't let that happen. We got to make them, nickel and dime it down the field. And when he give us one to get, we got to get it and cash that in. Okay. Now, if we do those things, okay, I think we'll be fine. Okay. I think we'll be fine. All right. And that's the things we've been doing. And nobody been lighting us up. We've been having that's why Cowboys are right now are fourth, seventh in the league in yards, only giving up 311 yards a game. Okay, which is seventh. We are second in points, giving up 14.4. And I think only Buffalo and San Francisco, third rather. Buffalo and San Francisco ahead of us. San Francisco just gave up a gang of points to the Falcons today, 28 to be exact. So that numbers gonna go up. We just can't give up 27, 28 to the Eagles. If we do the things we said in the what I just mentioned, that's not gonna happen. Okay. And then the Eagles offense is averaging, I think they're second in the league, and they're averaging 419 yards per game on offense. And I think also and then they are number fifth in points, averaging 27 points a game on offense, which is fifth. So you got a strong defense against a strong offense. So it's basically like strength on strength. All right. So that's what it is. And so we got to look at, understanding that what we have to do, then there's a few players that kind of going to feature in our success and our percentage or our probability of having success. So key player one, Micah Parsons. Everything with the Cowboys begins and ends with number 1-1. Okay. That's a bad mofo. Okay. Watch your mouth. Just talking about Micah. Micah Parsons is a bad dude, man. 6 sacks. Couple of games he didn't have sacks. We had 2 sacks in another game, 2 sacks in another game, and 2 sacks in another game. Other 2 sack games he didn't have any. So we I know they've been hearing all this week, about what Jalen's going to do and all this kind of stuff. Micah's taking that stuff personally. Tank Lawrence is taking that stuff personal. Talked a little, got a little irritated, earlier this week when they was talking about, now I heard enough Jalen. You're a good quarterback. He made a lot of improvements. Their offense is dynamic and whatnot. We understand all that, but we're here too. All right. I know you're not talking to them about us, but you're talking to us about them. Okay. So that's what he was saying there. And so I said with Micah, he don't say a whole lot, but he carry a big stick. Okay. He's coming. All right. That boy's coming. That boy been watching film all week. He know their tendencies. He coming. He didn't heard all everybody. He not gonna say nothing. He let Lawrence do the talking. I'm gonna do the action. And so Micah is always the key. He's the key to everything that we do. Okay. Now, what's interesting in that is because it don't necessarily mean he got to have 3-4 sacks today, because as we saw in the Giants game when they're rolling coverage to him. And I know Nick Sirianni said we're going to be very knowledgeable of where Micah Parsons is on every snap. Well, fine. Go ahead and continue to put that extra lineman over there and have that tight end chip him on the way out and the running back chip him, and keep leaving the rest of the defensive line blocked by one defender, one offensive lineman. And guys like Dorrance Armstrong, guys like DeMarcus Lawrence, okay, guys like O.C. Odighizuwa gonna eat. They gonna eat, okay? And it's the Micah effect, because you're gonna roll all of that attention to Micah because he's a bad boy. You try to cover him one-on-one if you want to, you're gonna get your quarterback killed, okay? No, we're gonna chip him, we're gonna move guys over there. Oh, you're gonna leave DeMarcus Lawrence one-on-one with, I don't know, because 3 of their offensive linemen are out. Or questionable, got ankle injuries. Kelsey is questionable, and everything. So that's one that I know he's like one of their better. But only one I think is healthy is the other guy on the other side that came from Oklahoma. I can't think his name. Lane Johnson. Okay, he's the only one I think is 100% healthy. He's their best offensive lineman. Okay, So Micah is very important because even if he don't get the sack, he don't get the pressure because he leads the league in pressures too. Okay. He got about 17, 18, 19 pressures. Okay. Which is the most in the league. That means he's coming after the quarterback and just missed getting there, but he got there 6 times. Okay. So the Micah effect. So Micah is always important. He makes an impact, whether he gets to the quarterback or not, because the attention he draws, because everybody know what he can do. He can wreck your shot. He can wreck your game. Okay. So that's always important. Number 2, Kellen Moore got to call a smart game, as I indicated, in staying ahead of the sticks in my first keys to the game. Kellen Moore don't get ahead of himself, get greedy, get silly, get lazy with the play calling. I think we'll be fine. Like I said, a lot of first down play action passes, to get, 7 or 8, 9 yards, to get them, because when you play action, you'll get them linebackers up in the line of scrimmage, and you can get to a Noah Brown over the middle on a slant, get you about 8, 9 yards, you may even break one and get you 10, 15. Okay. So that we look for that. So, but we can't get a lot of second and long and third and longs and stuff like that. So the play calling need to be on par. So I need them to be key. So that's why Kellen Moore is important in the play calling, because if he don't call a smart game, he gets us behind the sticks a lot with some questionable or silly play calls, or I took a chance on this, I'm thinking I could do this, and it don't work out. It could get us in trouble. Okay. And then thirdly, CeeDee Lamb needs to have no drops. Okay. Now, I've made my pleas about CeeDee Lamb, and I don't want people to misunderstand me. Like, I don't like CeeDee Lamb. I just see what I see. Dude, I can't unsee what I see. I can't unsee that drop he had on 3rd and 9 last week that could have kept the drive going. I can't unsee that. All right. I can't unsee that drop he left drop wide open. It would have been a walk-in touchdown, like a 50-yard pass against the Giants. I can't unsee that. Okay. Now, I did see the wonderful pass he caught against the Giants later in the game in the 4th quarter. Okay, one of the best catches I saw this year. I saw that, but the drops got to stop. Okay, because we got an offense that's really kind of like running like on a handful of cylinders. Backup quarterback. We trying to like keep the offense kind of simple. So every time we're open and he puts the ball in your hands, I kind of need you to catch that. So I need CeeDee to be, and I want CeeDee to succeed, because if he succeeds, guess what? The Cowboys succeed, right? So I'm not anti-CeeDee. I just need CeeDee to step it up. I need CeeDee to understand this is a big game. I'm a number one. They counted on me. When I run that route, run that 7 yard, that 7 route, that 9 route, or whatever route he run, and he puts that ball on me, I got to come down with that. Okay? I got to come down with that. All right. So CeeDee Lamb, no drops. Okay. All right. No drops. Play like a beast. That's what I need him to do. Play like a beast. Okay. I don't need him being what Shannon Sharp called him, not CeeDee Lamb, CeeDee Damn. Because it's like when he misses one, he's like, CeeDee. So CeeDee Lamb, not CeeDee. All right. And I think he can do that. I know he got it in him. We just got to pull it out of him, and we'll be good. We do that. Lastly, we just need Cooper Rush just to continue to be Cooper Rush. Now, he's completed about 65% of his passes, averaging about 200 yards a game, 4 touchdowns, but no interceptions. Okay? No interceptions. And that's how we win that game. We play a clean game. Don't give them no short fields, as I said before, and don't turn it over. Keep the game clean. Keep the play sheet clean. Positive plays, 3rd and manageable, reasonable conversion rate on 3rd down, maybe like 40%. Don't turn it over. Make the Eagles work for it. Man, I don't think we're gonna have no problems, man, because it ain't asking for nothing we ain't been doing. That's been our recipe. High efficiency offense and dominating defense. Don't give them nothing cheap, nothing easy, nothing free, and put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. That's how we've been winning. That's been the formula. And if we continue that formula, it's going to be a good Sunday night tonight. Okay. It's going to be a good Sunday night. Okay. Things get off key when you start doing things that's uncharacteristic of yourself. Okay. All right, that's what I'm saying. If you not, you know, used to ice skating and you want to try ice skating, you following, you did something you ain't supposed to be doing. That ain't what you do. You know, if we do what we start doing, stop trying to, don't try to reinvent the wheel. I think we'll be fine. So when we put all that in the vat, stir it all up, we want to find out, what's going to happen at the end, because you come up with all these different probabilities and things that what can happen, and all of that stuff, and we come up with all of the, if we can just do this, and if we could just not do that, if we could just do this and not do that, and do that and not do this, then we got an opportunity to win. So your boy got a prediction. Your boy got a prediction, and I bet you want to know what that prediction is, right? Y'all want to know. It's gonna be a drum roll. Drum roll, okay? Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. After all we done said, after all we done prognosticated, after all we done put into the vat and stirred it up, what does Uncle Fred say? What does Uncle Fred say? Uncle Fred says Cowboys win 23-16. There you have it. Cowboys win 23-16 to go 5-1, and to join the Eagles and the surprising New York Football Giants, who end up going winning today at Baltimore. A reunion of Wink Martindale. He kind of did his thing. But yeah, Cowboys win 23 to 16, and we go to 5-0, 5-1. The Eagles go to 5-1. Giants, three-way tie for first place in the NFC East, which is now becoming the NFC Beast. All right, the NFC Beast. All right, so that's pretty much all I got. I got to get myself ready, get my mind and my all my faculties together to watch this game. I got my mind got to get right and all that sort of stuff. And so I gotta get all that stuff together. And once I do, sit down, and I'm gonna come back and see y'all in about 3.5, maybe 4 hours. And then once I do that, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna see, if the things that I call to action, the things I listed, if they actually came to pass or not, or if they were left wanting. Okay, so hey, win, lose, or draw, we still in good shape. Dak come back next week or maybe the week after against the Bears, and we still good. But I don't think it's gonna come to that. I think we win it today. So, Cowboy fans, keep your chin up, keep your head down, and just get it. We getting it today. Cowboys 23, Eagles 16, 5-1, and that's how we're gonna do it today. So, that being said, that's what I got from the desk of Uncle Fred. Please like, comment, and subscribe. When you come in, hit that like button. A lot of people tell me, I watch the video. Hit that like button. Hit that light switch when you come in so you can see where you're going. Hit the like switch, right? Hit that, okay? That's good. That gives me algorithms. And it kind of points people to Cowboy content. So it's very important. The other people that are Cowboy fans and fanatics, whatever, can see this, okay, and they know that Uncle Fred got a little intel. He knows some stuff too. So when you come in, hit that button, hit that like button, and and that way other folks, you don't be selfish with Uncle Fred. Share Uncle Fred with other folks. All right, but that's all I got. Cowboys 23, Eagles 16. We'll see you guys in about 3.5, maybe 4 hours. We're gonna talk about it. All right. Y'all be good.
Two times on the beat, bitch.